Hello, good morning. We're going to start off with a problem string and then we're going to jump into the workbook. So make sure you have your workbook handy and we'll get started with our problem string. So, solve that. Okay, hide the 0, make it easy. So 1 times 26 is 26. Put the 0 back. So how about this one? I see that this is half. Nothing happens to the 26, so this is also gonna half. So these are all even numbers, so I can half them easily. Half of 0 is 0, half of 6 is 3, half of 2 is 1. Solve that one. So this one, added these two. Nothing happens to the 26, so I'm going to add these two. 0 plus 0 is 0. 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 and 1 is 3. Solve that one. Alright, hide the 0. Put it back. So what about this? So look at there. This is a half. This stays the same, so I'm going to half this. This is not all even numbers, so it's not going to be quite as easy to half, so I'm going to pull it over here and make myself a little tree. So half of 80 is 40 and 40. This, so if I half of 6, I have 300 and 300. But I have an extra 100, so then I'm going to pull the 50 and 50. So did you see what I did there? I made it 600, which is where those 300s came from, which left 100 behind, which is where those 50s came from. So now I need to add these bits together. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 390. Well, that's a strange looking 8, isn't it? Sorry, guys. Solve that one. Alright, hide the 2 zeros, put the 78, put them back. So what about more than one strategy you can do here? So either from the 5, multiply by 10, or half and half. Either strategy works, or you could have just solved the whole thing over, but this one's a little bit faster. I'm going to go from the 5 and times it by 10. So 390 times 10 means put another 0 to the back. Solve that one. So one less group of 78. So 3900 minus 78. 8. Trying to get over there. 10 minus 8 is 2. 9 minus 7 is 2. 8 minus nothing is 8. 3 minus nothing is 3. 3, 8, 2, 2. Alright, time to jump into our workbook. So grab that and you're going to open up to page 19 called Charlie's Chocolates. Page 19 called Charlie's Chocolates. Alright, Charlie is filling boxes with handmade chocolates. She starts with the following boxes. Charlie fills a box with 5 layers. Each layer has 3 rows of 5 chocolates. Write an expression to show how many chocolates are in the box. Volume. Each layer, how many layers? Get me an equation. So, each layer, right, so telling me this is the base, is 3 by 5 for 5 layers. All right. Write an equation to show how many chocolates are in the box. I had to look this up, friends. Expression, equation, not the same thing. This is an expression. An equation has an equal sign and an answer. So it should have just said solve. But that's all right. Here we are. So 3 times 5 times 5. So solve it. So 3 times 5 is 15 times 5. I'm going to need to pull that over here because I cannot do that in my head. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 1 is 5, 6, 7. There are 75 chocolates in that box. Charlie's brother dropped his baseball on the box and broke 6 chocolates, which had to be removed. Write an expression that shows how many chocolates are in the box now. So, this one's a little tricky. I'm going to walk you through it. So we had 3 times 5 times 5, right? Now minus 6. So now we've got a double bracket. You can put 2 over here. So first you're going to do 3 times 5 because it's the innermost bracket. And then, right, times the 5 for your 75. And then subtract 6. So this is now a 3-step problem, which is why there's 2 sets of brackets. Okay, so now you're going to solve it. Now that I walked you through what to do, solve it for D. So we already know that this part is 75, so really we're doing 75 minus 6, but I want to show you how you would solve this if we didn't already know the inside. So you would have done 3 times 5 is 15 times 5, because that's the next bracket out, so 75 minus 6. If I had room I would put it down below, but all the words are in the way. So 75 minus 6. So 75 minus 5 gives me 70. Mac one more gives me 69 chocolates. Charlie fills 2 more boxes with chocolates. These boxes have 7 layers of chocolates with 12 chocolates in each layer. Then Charlie puts both boxes together in a larger box. Write an expression for that. Holy moly, let's look the, okay, we need to draw this out. So, we have a box. And it has 7 layers. So, 7 layers of 12. So we have a box. There's 12 in the layers. And there's 7 of those. So there's 7 layers of 12. And she puts the 2 boxes together. So, times 2. There we go. 7 groups of 12 times 2. That one was a little tricky. Okay, so now we worked it out together. Now you solve it. Okay, 7 times 12. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 1 is 8. Okay, so 84 times 2 times 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 8 is 16. Good work. Okay, now we're going to jump to page 21. Oh, sorry, 21, called Expressions. Expressions and Equations. Wow, I'm sleepy today. So here's where we are. There's where we're going. Whoa, that's too far. My goodness, getting all kinds of excited with my zooming here. Page 21. Okay. Oh, good. We needed to practice this. So, write a numerical expression that includes grouping symbols for each. So, notice it does not say that it wants an answer. It just wants the sentence. Okay? So to find 8 times 17, I double and half. Whoa! Runaway paper. I want you to try it first, and then I'll help you. So, to find 8 times 17, I double in half. Look at these numbers. Is it going to be easy to half 17? No, because it's an odd number. So I'm going to double 17, and I'm going to half the 8. So I double in half. Here's my half. So you have to notice it doesn't actually want to know what the problem is. There's no actual math happening here. We're just giving what you would do to find it. So I would half and double. I've got both in there. Correctamundo. Put that multiplication sign back in there because we do want it to be the same problem. But that's it. That's all you do for that. Okay. To find 36 times 19, 36 times 19, I find 36 times 20 and remove one group of 36. Give it a try. Even if you get it wrong, be brave. No one will know because it's virtual. So I find 36 times 20. And that means I need to do 2 steps, which means I better put a parentheses around something. Remove one group of 36. So it could look like this. Or I'm going to do it in a different color so you don't think you have to have both. 36 times 19 equals 36 times 20 minus 1 times 36. So either one of these equations, oh, I can't get them both on there. Either one of these would be correct. So remove one group of 36 or remove one group of 36. Both of those would be right. To find the volume of a box that has 19 by 22 base and 27 layers, I multiply the area of the base times the height. What's that equation look like? Psst. That's a lot of words for write the volume equation. 19 times 22 by 27. That's it. We've been doing it for a while. This whole unit. All right. Now, this one says write an equation for each. Guess what? We just figured out what the difference between an equation and an expression were in the last page. So this one means we want to solve it. On the test, it is not going to be this tricky. I'm going to say and solve. This, I feel like, is a little tricky to know the difference between. So, and solve. How about that? I'll fix the directions. To find 7 times 32, I half and double. Solve it. All right. So, doesn't really matter which one you pick to double versus half. Well, it kind of does, because you can't half 7 without getting a decimal. So let's double the 7, and we'll half the 32. So, and solve. Okay, so you can either solve 7 times 32, or you can do this one. It really doesn't matter as long as you end up with an equals at the end. This seems fairly simple enough. 32 times 7. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 3 is 21. Plus 1 is 22. If you solved that, sweet. You ended up with 14 times 16. Either one is fine. But we need the equation to look like this, and then we need an answer at the end. Alright, B. To find 26 times 13, I multiply 20 times 13 and add it to 6 times 13. Get me an equation to match this back half. So I multiply 20 times 13 and, which means I need that in there, and add it to 6 times 13. So what they did was they broke up the 26 into 20 and 6. Now, solve it. Either you can solve this part or you can solve that part. Doesn't matter. It's going to get you the same answer. I'm just going to solve this one because we already did this unit. So 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. So we'll cross that out. Put that 0. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 2 is 2. 8. 6 and 6 is 12, plus 1 more is 13. 2 plus 1 is 3. Alright, next one here. To find 98 times 54, I multiply 100 times 54 and subtract 2 times 54. So 98 times 54 equals. Give me an equation to finish the sentence. I multiply 100 times 54 and means I need parentheses, and subtract 2 times 54. Now solve it. You can solve this half or solve that half, but give me an answer. This side seems a bit easier, right? Because 100 times 54, I'm going to put it over here, 54 with 2 zeros to the back. 54 doubled. 4 doubled is 8, 50 doubled is 100, so 108, and subtract it. So nope, go over here, so 3, 10, I'm trying to get over there, so 9, so 10 minus 8 is 2, 9 minus nothing is 9, 3 minus 1 is 2, 5 minus nothing is 5. It's very, very skinny, but this is what we came up with. Alright. 2 more. Xavier counted, here, solve the problem, show your work. Xavier counted 38 balls in one layer of a box. The box has 17 layers. How many balls can the box hold? Equation and solve. So, equation 38 times 17. Solve it. 38 times 17. So 7 times 8 is 56. Carry the 5. 7 times 3 is 21, plus 5 more is 26. Put the 0, cross out the 5. 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 3 is 3. Add those together. 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Here's the 1. There's 6. So 6, 46. Go back to the question, how many? There we are. Don't have naked numbers. That's all bad. A box holds 448 balls. Each layer has 28 balls. How many layers does the box have? Ooh, tricky. Get me an equation to match. So what you have here is 448 balls put into groups of 28. Put into groups of. So you have a bunch of stuff put into groups. This is division. This is division. So, a few different ways you can solve it. You can try multiplying 28. I would suggest going here. You know that one layer has 28. You're trying to figure out how many layers for 448. Again, lots of different kinds of jumps you can do. I would suggest solving it this way. If you have a different strategy, go for it, but this one will keep your work the most organized. So pause and solve. All right. So I'm going to jump to 10 because that's a big number. And I want to get there faster. Okay. Nah, I think I'm going to pull out a 5 because if I double that, I'm going to overshoot by quite a bit. So I'm going to half it. So half of 80 is 40. Half of 200 is 100. I think I'm going to try putting those together and see where we land. 0 plus 0 is 0. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2 and 2 is 4. Ooh, I'm pretty close. So I think I'm going to add just one more. I'm going to go to 16. So 8 and 0. 2 and 2 is 4. And the 4. Ooh, we did it. So 16. Go back to the question. We're looking for layers. Good work today. Again, if you're feeling stuck or you need help, come check in with your teacher, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.